Okay, great. Okay, well, hello everyone. It's good to be here with you for the stay at home and meditate online practice session, um, brought to you from Tergar Meditation Community. And yeah, it's really nice to be here. My name's Franka, and I'm one of the Tergar Facilitators, and I'm joining you from Vancouver, Canada today. So yeah. It's been a challenging week, hasn't it? Um, uppermost in my mind have been the events in the U.S. And I just want to acknowledge that with all my heart, and just know that, and I know that many of you share this feeling that this immense tragedy of George Floyd's death and the aftermath of that, and this deep, deep wish that somehow something good will come of all this, inwardly, outwardly, at the individual level and society level. So that's just where my head is at these days, and I know many of you as well. So I find it really helpful to sit here with you together. It definitely helps. And so let's just begin by acknowledging each other. Let's see each other. Let's imagine each other in different countries, in our different cities, and imagine ourselves sitting in our living rooms and bedrooms and meditation areas or gardens or wherever we are, and just connecting in with this unique web of connection and support. And so I'm letting my eyes go down the list in the chat box. And let your eyes wander there too. And the weather was rainy in Vancouver. I can I can see that. Um, and just letting this warmth of this particular connection community touch us. Yeah, nice to see your names. So what are we doing today? Well, we're going to reflect on um, some of the teachings that Rinpoche gave on Sunday on equanimity and patience. One of my big takeaways from Mingyur Rinpoche's talk was that he described that as we go through life's ups and downs, he was asking us, can we dance with life? Can we dance going through these ups and downs? And if possible, can we dance with this mind of equanimity? A mind that has this inner composure to allow, not condone, but to allow all that comes into our mind as it comes in without pushing it away and without grasping at it. So, he spoke in particular, like when we have a goal that we want to reach, and we find we're running into obstacles, and then what do we do? Do we give up? Do we tighten up? Do we drive up? Do we go through, pushing through, so like, where do we find this equanimity? And, it really clicked in place for me in his talk, because one big piece of this is this quality of patience. And so what is patience? And, Rinpoche has defined it as a mind that's flexible, it's open, it's resilient, and it's these qualities that, that give us this even keel, this equanimity in the face of adversity. And so openness, flexibility, resilience are what he associates, what he defines patience to be. And I found it so interesting because he began his talk by talking about impatience, and he was moving and shaking, and I'm sure we can all relate to impatience. Um, we often don't notice when we're patient, but boy, we can sure feel it when we're impatient, can't we? So 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 it's good to know when that's when we're not being patient. And I know that I can get impatient, my body gets tight, I've got my blinders on, and in all honesty, sometimes I don't even want to relax. Sometimes I want to be impatient. I just want to keep going. And I realize, that's the driven me. That's not the me that's dancing with life. And so Rinpoche gave us this very helpful image to have in mind. And he gave us this image of a mountain, really. And you can think of our goal or task at the top. And are we moving towards our task in this straight line? Are we fixated on that? And he said, actually, it's never a straight line. There's always like these ups and downs as we slowly, or sometimes quickly, but as we move up to the summit. So managing to get to the top, to get to the goal, to achieve our task, that takes patience. So what does that actually look like? And so then he really talked a lot about this idea of acceptance, accepting, whatever comes in our path, the situation, the imperfection of it, which is hard sometimes, just accepting what's right in front of us. And I guess we're touching into this qualities of openness and flexibility. And then right alongside this acceptance, he talks about not giving up, so we keep going up the mountain. And that requires some effort, doesn't it? Yep, I know it does. And so that's that mind of resilience that he talks about. So these two pieces, this acceptance and not giving up, it seems to be essential to be able to dance through life. So I'd like to invite you to try this out with me in this meditation. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get settled. Me too. I'm going to get settled. So let's take a posture in which our spine is straight and our muscles are loose and relaxed. And yeah, this posture is meant to encourage stability and wakefulness. We can practice with our eyes open or our eyes closed, how you prefer. And then let's connect in with our motivation. Is there a heartfelt, compassionate motivation that we can touch into for this practice? And can we imagine that we're not just doing this for our own happiness and peace and well-being, but that we can do this with the understanding that everyone shares this wish? And so let's begin by acknowledging to ourselves, what are you noticing right now in this moment? What is occurring for you right now at the level of the body or at the level of the mind with thoughts and emotions? And then just allowing that to be there and taking an outward breath and exhalation, if that's what you wish. So me, I'm noticing tightness. So I'm needing to breathe out. So we're just paying attention to what's happening for us right here, right now. And that's just letting us settle. That's letting our body settle. That's letting our mind settle. And so let's just work with the body a little bit more in the sensations in the body and bring awareness to your face and the forehead and the eyes, the muscles around the eyes, and the ears, and the jaw. And the neck, the front and the back of the neck, and the shoulders, and then just letting awareness walk down the right arm, right to the hands, and then the left arm. Just letting awareness move down the arm, right to the fingertips. And then scanning down the back, the upper, middle, lower back. And just noticing what's there. And then coming back to the front body, the chest, the belly, the abdomen. And I'm just feeling the seat on your seat on the cushion or chair, and just feeling that as support, feeling the support beneath you. And then moving down the right leg, right down to the feet. And down the left leg, right down to the feet. And then just letting go of the scan of the body and the sensations, and just resting in open awareness. So we're not focusing on anything in particular. We're just relaxing the mind and remaining present. When we get distracted or lost, just coming back to this open awareness. Staying present. And just resting the mind with what is. So then bringing to mind, this is our little contemplation, bringing to mind an example of something that needs your patience. It's good if we can have an example in mind, maybe a project that we're trying to finish or move forward, something that has a goal that you wish to achieve. And if we think about Rinpoche's image of a mountain and your goal or task at the very top, what's your way of going up the mountain? Are you going in a straight line? Are you pausing to rest where needed? And what do you do when you encounter an obstacle? What does your mind tend to do? Can we entertain the qualities of openness to this obstacle or being flexible? So now we're in the wrong realm of acceptance. So what what does acceptance feel like for you at the body level and at the mind level? And now if we think back to our task or the top of the mountain, How can we, when we're facing an obstacle, not give up? What does not giving up look like for you? So here we're tapping into this mind of resilience. There's some effort because we're not giving up. And then is there something we can learn from whatever obstacle we're encountering about ourselves or about the situation? So getting back to this idea that Rinpoche mentioned of dancing with life's ups and downs, there's somehow a natural flow, a natural rhythm. So somehow when we go up the mountain, we know how to go up. And when we go down, we know how to go down. So, so what's your natural rhythm going up and going down? And then let's let go of that contemplation. And then, in spirit of this natural rhythm, this natural listening to ourselves, you decide what practice you want to focus on right now for the last few moments, last few minutes, whether it's sound, breath, mantra recitation, or open awareness. Just please take a moment, choose your object of awareness, and just practice with that. So you can either feel your breath or listen to sound or be aware of the body, sensations, or resting in the spaciousness of open awareness. And then letting go of that practice. And just taking the last moment here and just extending gratitude for these teachings, for ourselves, for working with them, for the community that surrounds us, larger community that holds us. And then dedicating the practice, wishing that whatever benefit we may have gained by meditating today, that this ripples outward and benefits all beings. May everyone experience well-being and peace. Well, it's been wonderful to connect with all of you. Thank you very much. Just wanted to share what's coming up next. Going forward, just so you know, there are no more talks by the instructors on Thursday. But for the month of June until July 5th, Rinpoche and the Tergar instructors will be speaking on the Sundays. So next Sunday, we have Tergar instructor Tim Olmsted, and he's talking about flourishing. What a beautiful word, flourishing with uncertainty. And then we'll be continuing with these stay home and meditate sessions on Tuesdays and Friday. And next Tuesday, we have the good fortune to have George back with us here. So good wishes to all of you. Stay safe, be well, and thank you.